I'm John J. Myers with the Libertarian Party of Texas. Tonight I just want to give our slant on a few things that I've seen on TV lately that you really don't get the libertarian slant on. And namely this healthcare debate. When Goldman Sachs found out that this bill was going to pass, because they've got a direct line to the White House, when they found out that they had the votes for this to pass, they told their investors, listen, you need to buy insurance stocks.
Yet the stock markets today, Wall Street reacted just fine, including some of those health insurance companies, the pharmaceutical companies, the hospitals, the private hospitals. They seem to say, Wall Street seemed to say, you know what, not so bad.
And he'll say extremely annoying things like what he's about to say right here.
Where did helping those who are sick and who are poor become such an evil thing to do?
It's not the government's role to be compassionate. It's people's role to be compassionate. We already know that government is the worst spender of money in the world. We already know that our government is completely corrupt. We've already covered that. I mean, even he understands that this bill is actually just corruption, right? Well, so then why would we want to put government in charge of compassion? If government was in charge of religion, we'd all be in hell by Friday. That's not what government's role is. Government's role is to protect our rights. It's not to get involved with things like this, because when they do, corporate interests come in.
And I think that if they would also strengthen the preventive measures for healthcare in this country, and we all, including myself, took better care of ourselves, we'd find the cost of all of that going down.
I know McDonald's is not that great for me. I know that they don't have the healthiest food in the world, but I'm not going to order 5 burgers. I'm going to go ahead and exercise. I don't want the government telling me what I can or cannot eat. I don't want the government saying that the honey that I really like on my honey buns is bad for me, and then I have to eat a crappy honey bun because Michael Moore can't watch his weight because he can't watch the number of honey buns that he eats. I mean, at what point is it going to be like people have to take some personal responsibility for themselves? I believe that that's the main thing that's missing here. We get so much government intervention in our lives that no one ever takes the time to start thinking about what is my responsibility. And so what happens is everybody's responsibility becomes shared on the backs of all Americans. And it's not my responsibility what Michael Moore eats. And people say, well, you'll pay for him down the road. Well, it's not our responsibility to pay for him down the road. It's really not. People need to start taking more responsibility for themselves, and we need to start removing laws that make it my responsibility to pay for Michael Moore when he has a heart attack.
They're going to take the fine. These are thieves and jackals. They have no business being around people who are ill and who need help.
See, on that he's absolutely right. These are thieves and jackals. Both the Democrats and Republicans are thieves and jackals. The insurance company, they're thieves and jackals. That's the whole thing. These guys are all thieves and jackals. And we're letting them plan our lives.
Or how much are we going to save?
But isn't that the basic, the nature of American capitalism?
Yes, it is, Wolf. And that's why this economic system we have is broke, it's bankrupt, it's corrupt, it's unfair, it's not just, and we need a more democratic economic system where the people have more of a say in what's going on.
This democratic system where the use of money is decided, what? I mean, that sounds worse than communism. That sounds worse than socialism. You don't vote to decide whether, should that guy have a shirt? I don't know, let's take a vote. You don't vote on these things. There's no price controls. There's no way to determine what things should cost in such a socialist or a communist. I'm not sure what he's describing. You can never nail him down. So what do you always ask Michael Moore, what do you think? What do you suggest? He doesn't have any suggestions. We should all be giving money to each other. It'd be fantastic. Well, that's not going to work because people don't do that. People don't work when other people give them money. People don't progress. And right now we've reached a point where there's so much corporatism going on that, we're sunk. We're sunk from corporatism. Hi. Oh, there you are. I know. All right.